couple of videos ago, I had put up a grass straw poll asking which game would you rather have me do a review for, Dead Cells or Hades. After all of my millions of listeners tuned in, the winner was Dead Cells. And by all my loyal listeners, I mean Mark from Dad Racer was the only one that voted, and he voted for Dead Cells. Therefore, I'm going to do a review on Dead Cells. Mark, thank you. Everybody else, shame all over you. I'm just kidding, though. Dead Cells is one of my two favorite modern roguelike games out there. It is a pleasure for me to do a review of it. The people listening to this video will be divided into two camps. Those who have not played Dead Cells and are interested in it, and those who have played Dead Cells and know exactly why I love this game as much as I do. Graphics! Dead Cells very well could be the pixel art game that made me realize exactly how much I love pixel art graphics. It is just so beautiful, so vibrant. Whoever the people are behind this should get an A+ on their art project. Just the way that the game animates, the way that the main character moves, the way that the enemy characters move, everything about this game just screams quality. And it's simple, but it's intricate at the same time. It's just beautiful in every way. I can gush all day about it. You see what's going on in the video in the background. And if you can't see what I'm seeing, then I recommend you probably get a better prescription, because you are missing something so beautiful. Sound! Dead Cells sound does exactly what a sound in a game like this should do. It doesn't intrude, it only adds to the ambiance, it only adds to the background. It does not distract from what's most important, which is playing the game, which is not dying. Because in Dead Cells, that's a tough task to win at. I do like the music. I do really like the sound effects. Some of the sound effects are very squishy, very meaty. You are definitely feeling the damage that you're doing as you plow through a plethora of enemies. Once again, the sound doesn't get in the way, which, in my opinion, is exactly what you want from this type of game. Gameplay! Gameplay is where Dead Cells really needs to be discussed, because this game is all about its gameplay. It's what is defined as a Roguevania. I don't really care for that term, but that's the one that they use, and it does kind of fit. It is definitely a roguelite with some Metroidvania tendencies. There are stages, certain areas that you cannot reach until you find a secret to unlock a new ability. So that's where the Metroidvania part comes in. But really, this is a roguelite through and through. You will die in this game, and this game will make you like dying. Every time you play through, you're going to have a whole new weapons loadout. To a certain extent, especially when you're first playing, it's luck of the draw. Every once in a while, you will get a really good set of weapons, a great combination that will help you to get to that next level. But once you unlock enough weapons, once you unlock how the gameplay system works, you can really have success with almost any set of weapons that you get. Sometimes you're going to depend on a bow and arrow or some sort of ranged attack. Sometimes you're going to have a slow but high-powered weapon. Sometimes you're going to have a main weapon that is really quick and cuts through enemies super fast. You have to learn all the different gameplay styles and be able to adjust on the fly. whatever the game throws at you, that's what you have to use. I'll be honest, there is a technique where you can use a weapon and a shield. That is my least favorite. I typically do not pick that, and at the start of each run through, it gives you the option of whether you want to do a shield or not. In the comments, I would love to hear someone that uses shields extensively and your thoughts on it, and maybe I'm missing something. This game, once again, is all about the difficulty. It does not want you to succeed, and it lets you know that from the get-go. The bosses are super hard. The bosses are unrelenting. To be honest, the weakest of characters, if you aren't paying attention, will kill you in a matter of seconds. The game does set you up to overcome these things. You can unlock more and more potions which will restore life. You can get a mutation that is more or less a get out of jail free card when it comes to dying. It resurrects you one time. All these things that the game gives you, and it is still so difficult. But it is a beautiful difficult. It is a difficult that's not cheap. You never die feeling that it was a lack of the gameplay mechanics, that the game cheated you. It's typically that you allowed yourself to get into a situation where there was no winning for you. As you can see in the video I've recorded in the background, it is mayhem, but it's controlled mayhem. You typically always are in control. There's always usually a way of getting through whatever situation the game is thrown at you, and the situation changes every time because it is randomly generated. I would once again love to hear in the comments your thoughts on the gameplay. What is your favorite weapons to use? Are you a bow and arrow guy, or you use your secondary weapons, throwing out traps and then letting them do the work while you hide out? Sometimes that is a very good option to use. Comment below. Final impressions. I know I sound like a broken record, but Dead Cells is one of my favorite games, not just of the last 5 years, but probably of all time. It is polished. It has a very definite way that it wants to treat you, which is like a redheaded stepchild. It will beat you like you stole something, and then it will tell you to come back and ask for more and tell you how good it felt to get that beating. I know that these games can be off-putting, that some people don't like dying over and over again, but I cannot reiterate enough, if you invest an hour, 2 hours into this game, I think it will get its hooks into you, and you will be jonesing for just another playthrough, just another run. When you die and you go back to the start, you're going to know what you did wrong, and you're going to want to immediately try to do it again and see if you can't overcome that hurdle that has knocked you down 2 or 3 times before. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like this type of video. Comment below, let me know if there's a certain type of video that you would like for me to do in the future. Until next time, this is Cam, and game on.